What is up, guys, and welcome to the channel. First of all, I need to apologize for being so MIA this past week. I just got sick. I don't know exactly what it is that I had. We thought maybe it was tonsillitis, then we thought maybe strep throat and a whole bunch of other things. I went to see the pharmacist a couple of times. They gave me some antibiotics. All I really know is that my throat is killing me. I feel like I'm kind of out the other side of it, but I am still currently dealing with some pretty nasty ulceration on the back of my throat, which is making it a little difficult to talk, but it's making it really painful to eat and to swallow. So that's the update. That is why my last video took so long to get done, because I literally just couldn't even be editing. I just felt like absolute trash. But I'm back in the gym now. I had one session yesterday, another one today, kind of trying to catch up on the stuff that I've missed this week. So it's going to be a bit of a mishmash workout today. Not the typical workout that I would be doing, like a bro split. It is going to be shoulders, arms, and a bit of legs. That is honestly just because I've missed all my other workouts so far this week, and I want to make sure I get everything in ready for Monday so I can just sort of hit the ground running again and get everything done. My antibiotics are making me a little bit tired, but from how my chest and back session went yesterday, my strength still seems to be pretty good. It's really just having to take a bit longer rest in between sets more than anything. But I am feeling so much better now. I'm really happy to be back in the gym. Luckily, I didn't let my eating get too out of hand while I was sick. I tracked everything I ate and made sure that my calories were still in the kind of range that I'm looking to be in during this cut. I also tried to keep my steps pretty high. I don't think I managed to get my 10,000 every day, but I made sure I was as active as I could be while still giving my body the chance to rest and actually recover. Because if I'm still trying to sort of power through, I figured my recovery is going to take even longer, and I'm just going to be delaying the time that I can actually be back to 100% in the gym. But like I say, in myself, I feel completely fine now. It's just these ulcers. And like I say, the antibiotics making me a little tired in the gym. But we're back. So I'm going to get the rest of this walk done, and I'll see you in the gym. All right, guys, just got here, made a little hostility. As you can see, we are back in Dark Performance down in Cornwall. I came down with Aya to visit my parents for my birthday. Fun times being sick on your birthday. This is actually the third year in a row this has happened. But for the workout today, like I said, a bit of a mishmash, but we're gonna start with legs. We'll start with some adductor, then we'll do a hamstring curl, then probably go into some kind of machine squat movement, and then maybe a leg extension to finish. Then we'll go and do some shoulders, then we'll finish off with arms, maybe even tag a little calves on the end. But enough talking, let's get stuck in. Okay, that's enough of that. So, the reason I like to start my leg sessions with adductors is for two pretty simple reasons. One, I think a lot of people just completely forget to train them, or they decide to leave it to the end and then they're knackered after their quad and hamstring work, and so they just sack it off. Whereas if I get to do it first, I know that it's done, it's out the way, I can focus on everything else. Second, the adductors add so much thickness to your leg. You know, you look at some guys and they've got huge quads, but their legs still kind of look a little stringy because there's this huge gap in the middle. Whereas if you're training your adductors, you don't have to worry about that. So train your adductors, guys. Now, like I said, we're gonna go to lying hamstring curl. 3 or 4 sets here, and then we'll move on to a couple of quad exercises. Let's go. With this particular machine, you probably notice I don't allow my legs to go all the way down into the stretch. It's just because in the past I've had kind of trouble with my knees on this particular machine if I do allow it to go all the way down. It doesn't seem to be a thing that anyone else really has an issue with here. At least no one I've spoken to. It seems to be a me problem, but that's why I'm sort of trying to feel it in the contraction, control the negative as much as I can, and then I get to like 95% into the stretch and then I come back up again. It's just trying to sort of give myself a bit of safety on my knees. Also, it's the heaviest stack on a leg curl I've ever seen. Let's go. Ooh, it's heavy. Okay, let's do some Smith machine squats. Honestly, got no idea what we're going to work up to here today. We'll do 1 plate, 2 plates, just see where we go really. I'm using the wedge because as I'm still recovering, it's unlikely that I'll be able to go as heavy as usual. So I just figured I'll use the wedge, elevate my heels a little bit so I can make sure it's focusing more on my quads than anything else. Just to ramp up the intensity a bit where I can't get it with the weight. Okay, feels good. I think let's whack a half on the other side. Easy, let's go up. Okay, 2.5 plates was way easier than I was expecting. I think I'm still kind of convincing myself that because I'm still on my antibiotics, I'm gonna be significantly weaker, but like that flew up with no problem. You know, just as easy as it would have if I was perfectly healthy. So, gonna do 3 plates. Aim for anywhere from 8 to 12, see what we can get, you know? I'm debating about belting up for it. I don't know if I need to, but I might just, because I can already feel my lower back getting a bit pumped. So yeah, do you know what, I will. I'll whack a belt on and let's have a crack at this final set. Come on! One more. Probably had maybe 1 or 2 more in the tank there. but I'm trying to reel it in just for these sessions while I'm still on my antibiotics. I was chatting to my coach yesterday and he was telling me to, so that's why. So yeah, trying not to push myself all the way to failure on big compound movements. I'm gonna do some leg extensions now. Maybe I'll take that all the way to failure because it's much more isolated. It's much less taxing on the whole body, but really happy with that. 8 with 3 plates when I'm not quite 100%. Yeah, not too shabby. Let's go do some leg extensions then and round off this little legs portion of the workout, and then we can get on to some fun stuff. Okay, so leg extension. We're going to do 3 sets here. I don't want to go for anything less than 12 on any of these sets, so probably go 15 for the first one, just to sort of gauge weight, and then, we'll probably go full stack for 12 at least. And again, if you watched my previous leg session video, I'm thinking more about swinging my leg forward and pointing my toes, as opposed to kicking it upwards. I just find that switching that intention really helps me feel the contraction a lot more in my quads. So again, like I said before, give it a try, see if it works for you. We're all different, so different cues will work for different people, but it's really helped me, so I think it'd be a good one for you guys too. Woo! Quads are more fatigued from those squats than I expected. Last set of legs. Let's go. Okay, legs done. So I'm going to take a second, grab a drink, and then we're going to move on to some shoulders and arms. For shoulders, what we're going to do is a lateral raise machine, then some kind of overhead press, probably machine. There's a nice overhead press machine here. Then maybe even another lateral raise variation, and then probably some rear delts. Then for arms, we'll probably just do 2 tricep and 2 biceps exercises, just to get some blood in the muscle, do a little bit of something, you know? So, like I say, gonna grab a drink, and then we'll get cracking. So we're going to do 4 sets on this one. Again, no lower than 12 reps. Ideally, we'll be getting 15 on everything. This machine is heavy. I've only got, what, 7.5 kilos on either side. And I just feel the contraction so strongly, especially at the top of the movement. So I don't know if we'll even go heavier than this, to be quite honest. But we'll give it a crack, see how we do. Whoa. Nope, we're sticking to that weight. Let's move on. Okay guys, so first iteration of lateral raise is done. Going to move on to a machine overhead press now. We'll probably do, again, 4 sets here, pyramiding up. So looking like 15, 12, 8, and then maybe 8 again. That's usually what I do. I'm still feeling really good right now, so I'll see how I feel as we progress, but that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm gonna get a drink, and let's go and get it. It'll go 65, 12. Obviously today's workout is a little different than usual, but something I'm keeping the same is doing some isolation work for my shoulders before my main pressing movement. I know there's a lot of sort of conflicting ideas about whether pre-exhausting is really legit or if it's like bro science. Honestly, I don't really care. For me, I feel like it works. I do feel like quite often if I start with an overhead press movement, it gets very tricep-y for me. Whereas this way, I do feel my delts fatiguing the most. It's something I like to do. Again, try it, see if you like it. And I'm training my shoulders right now. I'm not training my triceps. That will come in a minute. But it's been 2 minutes, so let's do this next set. Okay, we hit failure 1 set earlier than expected there. So I'm just gonna move straight on instead of doing another one. I just know that if I do another one there, my triceps gonna take over completely and I won't be training my shoulders. So we're gonna do some dumbbell laterals now. And then after that, we'll do some rear delts, probably on the pec deck, and then we'll move on to some arms. Let's get it. Okay guys, gonna move on to some arms now. Gonna start with some tricep push downs, do 4 sets here, then do a bicep exercise and then alternate. Okay guys, one tricep exercise, one bicep exercise done. I'm gonna do one more of each now. Do like 3 sets of overhead extensions on the cable, and then maybe some curls on the cable as well. And then we're out of here. So let's go. One more. Okay, they are done. I love this exercise because I really feel the stretch at the back of the movement, but also feel it at the sort of peak contraction as well. Can't go super heavy on this one, but that is not a problem. Okay guys, my phone actually died as I was finishing up the workout, so I didn't manage to film the end of it, but I only had one more set anyway. So I felt so good in the gym today. It was such a relief and also like a breath of fresh air, just feeling so much more like myself than I have this past week. Even than yesterday, even yesterday my strength was okay, but I felt tired still. But today I just felt like normal, other than my throat still giving me a bit of aggro. I just felt great. It was just really good. So yeah, really, really happy. It was long. The session was just shy of 3 hours, which is not how I like to usually do things, but like I said earlier, I want to just catch up on everything. I want to make sure I have everything covered because I won't be able to train tomorrow because I'm traveling all day. And then the next day, I'm going to take as a rest day because it's my last day of antibiotics. And it sets me up to hit the ground running on Monday with the beginning of my split again. So I knew I'm taking 2 rest days. So I'm like, I want to have everything covered in these 2 days so I can get straight back into it. And I feel so good. Really, really happy. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, drop a comment below. Let me know how stupid I am for training legs and shoulders and arms in one session. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I need to go and shower, and I'll see you next time.